What's up, boys? Today I'm going to show you how to adjust the valves on your Stihl blower. I've done it on the multiple of the 600 blowers, done on a couple of the 700 blowers, done it on my KM130, on the FS90 that my dad has. I did it for him Monday, and on his blower like this. So I think it's the same on all the Stihl products. I know it is on the older ones. I'm not 100% sure about the brand new 4-stroke weed eaters, but I would assume it's the same. I'm I'm 95% sure it's the same. But like I said, don't hold me to that. But anyway, for these, I'll show you how to do it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you, take off these 4 screws, take off these 3 for the pull cord. And then underneath that, there's another cover. You got to remove a couple of wires where they're hooked up to the little coil thing. Couple bolts in that little cover come off, and then we're ready to adjust the valves. It's a little bit harder on these blowers than it is on weed eaters, but it's still very easy. That was not a good joke, but anyway, it's still easy to do it. And so probably only take us a few minutes. And here's the tool that I use. You can pause this video and see it. It's just a little feeler gauge. Comes with a gasket too, which the gasket's usually fine, so I don't change the gasket. But let's get into it. Alright guys, so here's your feeler gauge. Here's where your valves are, right inside under this cover. There's one screw that holds it down. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to do this part real time. So we're going to take this off. Just be careful when you're taking this stuff apart, always. And on my dad's older blowers and older weeders, you know, this is all gunked up, which is pretty clean on my blower because this one's not too old. But on his it was, so you may need to grab your brake cleaner and clean it off first. But regardless, so here's your 2 valves. Regardless, take the valve cover off first, and then I want you to remove the spark plug. Make sure you do the valve cover first because you don't want to knock any dirt down into the spark plug thing. And like I said, you may run some brake cleaner on it if it's been, you know, it's old. So, and I'll tell you why I'm removing the spark plug in a minute. You don't have to, but I would advise. It makes it easier if you do. Okay, so all there is to it is you're gonna, your little S here, that's gonna end up winding up with the magnetic part. So when you pull it, it goes like this. But anyway, so what you're going to do is you're going to look for, see this S right here lines up with this magnet, with the little, where the magnet touches on this. But anyway, so what you're trying to achieve is top dead center, TDC. Alright, and so one reason I like to remove the spark plug, one, it makes it easy to spin, to turn your, turn the engine to check it, but yeah, it makes it easy to do that. And number 2, you can always just look inside, you know, you can see the top of the piston to make sure that it's right at the top. But anyway, you see how right now it's at the top, but see when I wiggle it to each side, you see how the valves are going up and down? That's not the right cycle. So I'm turning it all the way around again. Bring the piston all the way back up to the top. Sorry, I did it twice. So this one is the right one. You see how right now I move it back and forth and the valves don't move. That's the right stroke. So that's top dead center right there. You line your S up with where the magnet touches this I don't know what you call this metal thing. I'm sorry guys, this is late at night. I'm just throwing this together, trying to record this for y'all because I need to adjust it anyway. But anyway, so see, now I'm at top dead center. All right, and then so line your S up right there. Take your little feeler gauge and see they're loose. That one's loose. They're both loose. That one ain't too bad. That one's definitely loose. And so all you're gonna do is you're gonna tighten this just a little so that this is just, it's kind of snug in there, but you can get it in and out, you know. So let me get a wrench. I forgot about that. I was gonna need a wrench, so let me get one here. It's probably actually better to use like a little socket, you know. But yeah, I have to get a socket. I'll have to pause this. Be right back. All right, guys. So you're talking 5/16 socket, and just a little bit. Like I said, I don't know if I said that actually, but a little bit makes a big difference. So see, even that much was like too tight. So I'm going to tighten just a hair on this one. I'm going to loosen this one. Sorry. Perfect. See how it kind of bends it just a little? Kind of feel some resistance on your feeler gauge. Just gonna go a tad more on this one. Just a tad bit. And that's how you do it, boys. It really is. That's all there is to it. So then just double check your math again, you know. Make sure you were on the right stroke, which I was. And that's about all there is to it. So I'm just going to double check this one more time. That one's good. That one's good. And then just put your stuff back together here and put the spark plug in. Just hand tight for now. And just pay attention to the direction that you put your cover. It only really goes on there one way. Alright. Run this. And you're just gonna put it back together. Alright. You don't over tighten your block, aluminum block, so. put this one. Go ahead and run your little wire. Put it right there. Actually, I don't think that goes right there. I'm going to put a little wire right here. Line that up. Blue one up here. Put the black one here. Shove your wire back in its cozy little holder. Alright. Alright boys, moment of truth. Let's start it up and see how I did. My dealer charges $40 to do that, so it just took me a few minutes. It would have been even quicker if I wasn't filming, but you know. So y'all can adjust this yourself. It's easy. It's real easy. So anyway, let's fire it up. See if I messed it up or not. Darn. Alright guys, so it usually does not start in one pull like that. So that adjustment worked great. And as you see, it got that very low power back. And I would check this at least once a year on any of your Stihl Formix products, because if you're not, you're losing power. It's not starting as easy as it should. But as you can see, started up first pull, I mean immediately. And it, like I said, it hasn't been. Usually, you know, the last couple of months has been taking me 2 or 3 pulls to start it up. So, so like I said, it makes a big difference. Just make sure you're at top dead center. Move it both ways. Your the part right there where the pull string's attached to, move that both ways on the motor at the top when the piston's at the top. And just make sure the valves don't move. If the valves are doing this, you need to turn it around and go to the next stroke. And then when it go down the piston, go back up, it won't move. They'll be still. And that's how you know that you're at top dead center. Then you're ready to adjust them. Get your feeler gauge, put your feeler gauge, you know, be snug under each valve, tighten and loosen appropriately, and boom, put everything back together. You're off to the races. It's all there is to it. Not hard at all. So, thank you guys for watching. See you later.